All right. Can I still get full credit on the test if I finish it? I don't see why not. We don't take off points for late work in the virtual academy. So you have until the end of the quarter to do anything. I mean, yeah, but the problem with waiting, Rana, is that if you allow procrastination to set in, you're going to procrastinate until the end of the quarter. Send me an email that says, hey, can I get some more time? And I'm going to say no. So if it's the end of the quarter and I need to put grades in, I don't give anybody extra time. Unless like you've like a serious reason. Like you say you've been sick. Okay, cool. Give me a doctor's note. That is the only way that I'm going to listen to any of that. You have anxiety? Okay. Give me a doctor's note telling me you have anxiety and it hit you on these specific days. If it's that crippling, go to the doctor. What if my cat died? Show me its dead corpse. I want to see that cat corpse or you're not getting any extra time. Getting extra time because you don't understand the material is not an excuse. Okay, Rana, stop being toxic to Joshua. I don't know why you guys have beef. It started from nothing. Literally nothing. These guys were beefing about actually nothing, and it has somehow extended this long. The immaturity of high schoolers. It was literally nothing. It's actually nothing. It was a misunderstanding. Look at them. Look at them. Rana, I bet you didn't get a 93% on the second quiz. Look at this. What is this? Are we 12? Is that what we are? All right.
1 second. I've got an answer. One sec.
I tell you guys to kiss and make up.
1,110.
There you go. How do you say your last name, Rana? Durachad.
Durashad.
Durashad. At least everyone. Okay, we're done with this. But Joshua, you're done. Rana, you're done. Boom, roasted. All right, there's a link in the chat. Everybody join the Pear Deck. Let's get going. No cursing in the chat. I don't like pears. I love pears. All right, guys, join. Let's go. I hate pears. Wow. All right. Strong. What is 56 times 130? I'm too fried to do that. 7,280. Interesting. I ate 7,280 calories worth of peanut butter pretzels. That is ungodly. All right, guys, join the Pear Deck. I see you guys joining. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Cool. Let's get started. Big bone. Yes. So today we are going to be continuing with factoring. Let's see. So there were a couple things that we learned last week. I understand if you guys don't remember all of them. We're going to review them. It was last week. It's fine. So does anybody remember the question, or sorry, the connection, not the question, the connection between factored form and standard form? How do these things connect?
Basically, you're just expanding them. So 4 times 5 is 20, and x And 4 and 5 is 9, and you get 9x. And then you've got x squared.
That is correct. So factored form is just a different way of writing standard form. These equations are actually mathematically identical. In fact, they're composed of what we call a factor sum pair. The two values that you see in factored form both multiply to make our third term and add to make our middle. Or rather, I should say coefficient. Add to make the third coefficient or term, and add to make the middle coefficient. So 4 plus 5 equals 9. 4 times 5 is 20. We call this the factor sum pair. Does anybody remember what conditions we need for something to be in standard form? Somebody other than Eowyn. It's all good, Eowyn. I'm not gonna attack you for knowing the right answer. All right, well, she's already said the first one. The first condition is that I need to move all of my terms to the same side, which is effectively the same thing as saying I make it equal to 0. So this is standard form. I'm not going to write STD form anymore. Okay, standard form. Number one is it needs to equal 0. What is the second thing that I need? You guys want a hint? Let me know. In fact, let me grab my water. Write it in the chat. Sorted. Okay, yes. Hint, I love math. Please excuse my missing assignments. Absolutely not. Okay. The hint is this: degree. Your hint is degree. If nobody remembers, I will tell you. Actually, let's let Eowyn tell you. Eowyn, what's the other condition?
You have to sort it from highest to lowest degree.
That's right. We need to sort our equation from the highest degree to the lowest degree. Truly a prodigy. Eowyn, go to honors. I'm recommending you.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, you will no longer have me as a teacher, but it's where you belong. All right, standard form. So it needs to equal 0, and it's from the highest degree to the lowest. If you don't remember what degree is, it's essentially the variable on top of the. You like the other math teachers? Yeah, I do. Not all of them, well, I haven't met all of them, but I'm sure I don't like all of them if I were to guess. But I like the people that I've met: Miss Proto, Stacy Sanders. Those are the only people that I. Oh, Miss Nason, Diane Nason. She's also great. There you go, Eowyn. Keep going up. So degree is this: if I have 7 x to the 5th plus 11 x to the 9th plus 12x squared equals 0. You want to sort this from highest to lowest degree. The degree of a term is equal to the variable in your term, is equal to the highest exponent on your variable in the term. So if I wanted to sort this, I'll just go through this quickly. The highest exponent here is 9, so that would come first. Then it would be 7x to the 5th. 5 is my next highest exponent, and then the lowest exponent is 2. So this is 12x squared. Excellent. Okay. Are there any questions about standard form? This thing is now in actual standard form because it is sorted. So when do you subtract from both sides? You subtract from both sides when you're trying to set this equal to 0. Let's suppose for a moment we have x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 13x minus 2. Something like this. I need to set this equal to 0, right? That's my first condition for standard form. Do you agree? This thing doesn't equal 0. I got to make it equal 0. From here, that's when you start subtracting from both sides. I have a positive 13x, so I'm going to subtract 13x from both sides. This is a minus 2, so I'm going to subtract a minus 2 from both sides, which is the same thing as adding 2. You can also call this using the opposite operations when it comes to like addition. It's absolutely, totally fine. So this was like a brief review of what we did last time. If you want to like look at this more in depth, we have the slides and we have videos. I'm just going through this quickly. All right. So that's standard form. Pretty much what we're doing today from here on out is we are going to be going over factoring in its full entirety. Because intelligent people are usually funnier. So if you're good at math, it means you're probably smart. And if you're smart, it means you think about things in a funny way. All right. Which isn't to say all smart people are funny, but the funniest people are probably on some level smart. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Sarcasm is funny to an extent. I've met girls where that's their whole sense of humor, is just being sarcastic. You know, it's too much. Being sarcastic about everything is just annoying. All right. So what are we doing now? We are pretty much just going to be doing, okay, Carson, no cursing in the chat. We're going to be doing, pardon my language, it's P-A-R-D-O-N, so pardon with an O. I'm not doing that to like shame you or something. I'm just, I'm your teacher. I think I should correct your spelling, right? Okay. Okay. What are we doing now? We are pretty much just doing examples for the rest of the class. So we're going to be taking these values, x squared, plus, let's say 8x, plus 12 equals 0. And we're going to figure out the factor sum pair of a bunch of examples. And we're going to learn how to factor. Lovely. Here we go. So, first things first. We are looking for a factor sum pair. What does that mean? We are looking for two values such that when you multiply them, you will get this third term, 12. But at the same time, these values must also add to equal 8. So that is what is unique about this factor sum pair. I highly recommend that you try to use your mathematical talents to do this in your head. I think the more you think about this and try to just work it out mentally, the faster you will become at this. So Naija, you're exactly right. However, in the future, when we're doing all of these examples, if you think that you have the two values, send them to me directly. Don't tell everybody. Kenya, fantastic. Naija, fantastic. Erwin, exactly right. For everybody who maybe doesn't have what do you use factoring for? Will we use this in future math? I'm going to go into all of that. I guess I can say it now. Factoring is amazing because it gives you solutions. Like I am telling you, just by glancing at this is x equals -6 and x equals -2. Like these are the solutions to this problem. SADMEP is for peasants. SADMEP is for dummies who don't know how to factor. Are we dummies or are we high class? Better than, superior. Exactly like we're high class, we're high ego. We think we're better than everybody else. That's the mentality that I like to see. Actually, that's probably not a good thing. Hang on, let me wind that back. Who's we? That means you as well, Naija. You are the one. Ziz would not like anyone who uses SADMAP. Exactly. Instead of using like basic ways of solving to solve these problems, I'm going to show you that factoring is faster, better, and more efficient. Although that is sort of like the same thing as being more efficient.
You sound like somebody marketing something.
Here's why I sound like like I'm marketing something. Because I need to sell you on the idea that this is important and nice. Here's the reality. Most of you don't care about factoring. So I'm trying to make you care a little bit. Why do I sound like I'm selling something? Because I am. I'm just selling you an idea instead of a product. All right. So here's what we're doing. For anybody who maybe is not as talented at doing all of this mental math or whatever, I'm going to show you a way to deal with these problems in a more algorithmic way. So here we go. Let's call on somebody a little bit dumb. I'm totally joking. Okay. I'm just going to call on the next person. The person after Eowyn is Rana. Rana, I don't actually mean that you are dumb. It's just a joke. Rana, no, you're okay. Look, if you look at the side, if you look at the gallery, you are the next person. Okay, you know what? I'm done explaining myself. Rana, intelligent Rana. Yeah, but then I have to call on somebody else. Rana, here's how you factor in a sort of algorithmic way. We are going to figure out all of the values, all of the pairings that multiply to make 12. Can you please tell me all of my possible options of two numbers that multiply to make 12? Eowyn, do not incite more of this beef.
1 and 12.
1 times 12. I call this the trivial factorization. Yes. What else?
2 and 6, 3 and 4.
2 and 6, 3 and 4. These are all the pair factors.
That would be 2 and 6, right?
It would be 2 and 6. Exactly. This would be all the pair factors that multiply to make 12. So what we're going to do is we're going to look through our list and we're going to see which one of these pairings also adds to make 8. 1 plus 12 is 13. That is not 8. 2 plus 6 is 8. This is absolutely right. And I'll just do the last one. 3 and 4 is 7. This is definitely not 8. So by writing out all the factors of my third term, I can see that it must be positive 2 and positive 6. This must be positive 2 and positive 6. That's magic. Math is magic, except it's not. And so all you do now is you put it into factored form. We write x plus something times x plus something, and that's in these blanks is where you put your factor sum pair. I know that my values are 2 and 6, so I put in a 2 and a 6. And look at that. I'm done. This is the factorization. So this is the most basic problem there is. This is the simplest thing. Let's ramp up the difficulty just a little bit. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So let's take x squared minus, let's do 9x plus 18 equals 0. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a second. I'm going to give you 1 minute. All my geniuses in the class, tell me what two values are my factor sum pairs. What two values add to make, multiply to make 18 and add to make negative 9? That would be positive 9, Eowyn. Correct, Andy. You are currently the smartest person in the class. Rana, send it directly to me. Romeo, that would make positive 9. There you go, Eowyn. I don't want to spoil the answer when we do it algorithmically, but I do want to give you guys a chance to think about it. I need 2 numbers, Nyjah. Kenya, that would get you positive 9. Romeo, that would get you positive 9. Nyjah, that would give you positive 9. All right. All right, the minute is up. Andy, you are the current king. Nyjah, you're exactly right. Well done. Hail King Andy. Smartest guy in the class. All right, Joshua, you're up. How do I do factoring problems in an algorithmic way? I will not bow to thee. Good, Eowyn. Be a queen. Dethrone the king. Slay. Exactly. If you believe in feminism, Rana, be the smartest and dethrone Andy. Because right now this is a patriarchy. So, yes, I can, Joshua. How do I start these problems? How do I figure out the factor sum pair? What's the first thing that I should do? See what can equal 18. Eowyn, I was asking Joshua. So we're looking for all the values that multiply to make 18. So we're looking for all the pairs that multiply to make 18. So can you please tell me what those values are? Start rattling off some values that multiply to make 18. 3 times 6. I completely agree. Now, isn't it true that if I have positive 3 times positive 6, what else multiplies to make 18? If positive 3 times positive 6 multiplies to make 18, what else? Negative 3 times negative 6. Exactly. It's important to remember that whenever you have a factoring or a factor pair, there is a corresponding negative factoring pair or factor pair. There's a negative version of this, is what I'm trying to say. I understand the vocabulary can be confusing sometimes, so let me just try to say it plainly. If we have a positive version of something like 3 times 6, then we have a negative version, negative 3 times negative 6. Just like if I have negative 14, sorry, negative 16, I guess. This is negative 8 times positive 2, right? But it also means it's positive 8 times negative 2. So there's a corresponding negative pair for the positive pair. So don't forget that really there's a positive and negative counterpart. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. Do you guys get what I'm saying or no? You can say no, I'll keep on trying. You have no idea what I'm talking about, say no. All right, cool. You guys get the idea. So 3 and 6, absolutely true. What else multiplies to make 18? One times 18, that's true. And negative 1 times negative 18. Joshua says 9 times 2. That's exactly right. Joshua, if I'm multiplying 9 times 2, what else is also a way to get positive 18? Negative 9 times negative 2. Exactly. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to go through and we're going to see what adds to negative 9. Does 9 plus 2 equal -9, Joshua? No, this is 11. What about -9 plus -2? What does that equal? -9 plus -2 is not 7, no. It is -11. Rana, absolutely not. I'm serious, don't do that. Okay, I'm dead serious. Don't make fun of people for getting wrong answers. That just creates bad systems. I know, but even if I know you guys know each other, but even still, it's like bad classroom environment stuff. I'm happy with like the talking and all that stuff. I think that's good online, but not that. It is an n times n. Oh, sorry. If you want me to be more clear, Nija, 9 plus 2 is 11. 9 plus -2, or -9 plus -2 is -11. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, Rana. Sorry. I was just kind of showing. You're right. I should write it more explicitly. It is a dot. This is 9 times 2. I'm just looking at the factor sum pair and saying, hey, does this add to equal -9? All right, let's go to the top. What about this? Does this work? This was an answer that I got the most. Does +3 plus 6 equal -9, my lovely class? No, it does not. This equals +9. This does not work. +3 plus 6 is incorrect. It should be -3 plus -6. Okay, does this make sense? My factor sum pair should be -3 plus -6. Joshua, are you following this? Okay, so then we just put it into our factored form. X minus 3, X minus 6. Okay, so what is the takeaway from this example? Remember, whenever you have a factorization, or a factor pair, I guess I have to call them, there is a negative counterpart. So actually up here, this is -1 times -12, -2 times -6, -3 times -4. These are all other possibilities, but we didn't really have to worry about them because everything was positive. So, it was impossible for this to be negative anyway. But it's important to keep these things in mind. Let's continue with some more examples. Let's do x squared plus x minus 20 equals 0. Who's up next? Hannah. Or actually, I'm going to give you guys a minute. See if you can figure out the factor sum pair of this problem. What values what values multiply to make -20, but add to make, what is the coefficient here? Hannah, what is the coefficient here? That's correct, Leica. Okay, Hannah, are you alive? Going once. Going twice. Okay, Hannah, if I call on you again and you do not respond, I'm going to mark you absent. It is Kenya. It is 1. The value, exactly, Romeo, yes. This is a 1. 100% right. So I'm looking for 2 values that multiply to make -20 and add to make 1. So what are those values? A, when you're exactly right, yes. Andy, that is exactly right. You were slower. You've been dethroned, my friend. We're back to the queendom. Romeo, that would add to be -1. You're very, very close. I'm looking for +1. I was writing it on paper first. We'll write it in the chat first if you want to be king. Andy just told me to die. And then he said, just kidding. Sorry, I thought that was funny. All right, looks like Hannah is deceased, so I gotta call on somebody else. Speak of the person. I can't say the saying that I want to say. Andy, you're up next. Actually, I'm not calling on you, Andy. Leica. That's right, Romeo, exactly. Leica, you're up. How do I start this problem? Yes. Yes. Stop saying no. How do you start factoring problems? What's the first thing that I do? Find two numbers. Sure. Eowyn, stop. That add to 1 and multiply to 20. All right. So, Leica, what was the first thing that we did in this problem? So I had this thing. I couldn't figure it out in my head. What did I do first? Didn't put it in order. So the first thing that you want to do when you want to tackle one of these factoring problems is you take this third term and try to figure out all the values that multiply to make it. We want to find all of these things, these factor pairs of 20. Sorry, of -20, excuse me. So, Leica, can you please, that's the first thing that we do, guys. Whenever you are encountering a problem and you can't do it in your head, write down the 20, give all the factors. Sorry, write down the third term, give all of its factors, all of its factor pairs. Excuse me. So we have, none of those are correct, Leica. This is -20. So it wouldn't be 1 times 20, it would be what times what? That's correct, anyone. -1 times +20. Let's check these as we do them. Can -1 plus 20 make 1? Is this going to be my correct answer, Leica? No. What is the other possibility? If -1 times +20, what's my other option? -1 times -20 makes +20. When you want something to be negative, only one of the terms should be negative when you're multiplying. -20 times 1, correct. -20 plus 1, does that make 1? Will this be my correct answer? I'm going to do these as we go, just to sort of speed things up. I think this is the best way to learn it quickly. Okay, give me some more things that multiply to make 20. Or sorry, multiply to make 20. -20, sorry, I keep misspeaking. -2 times 10. So if -2 times 10 is 1, what's the other? -10 times 2. Leica, you're doing awesome. Perfect. -2 plus 10. Is that 1? Of course not. What about -10 plus 2? Is that going to be 1? No. Tragic. Truly tragic. So none of this stuff is working. We got to keep going. What else? What are some more things that multiply to make 20? Negative 4 and 5. So this is negative 4 times positive 5. And negative 5 times positive 4. Is negative 4 plus 5 positive 1? Yes, it is, Kenya. Absolutely. Negative 4 plus 5 is absolutely 1. Lovely. So this must be our factor sum pair. Oh. Kenya, no, it's negative 4 and positive 5. Sorry. I read your thing wrong. So yeah, this is my factor sum pair. Negative 4 and 5. This is x minus 4. X plus 5. That answer would get you negative 1, and we're looking for a positive 1. And this equals 0. Boom, factored. Are there any questions about this one? Leica, fantastic job. Perfect. Are we done yet? No. We're doing practice problems all day, pretty much. All right, Kenya, you are up next. Are you ready? I guess so. I love the enthusiasm. All right, I have x squared minus 5x minus 14 equals 0. My lovely geniuses, as well as Kenya, please tell me the factor sum pair in your head. I'm going to give you guys a minute. See if you can figure out what the factor sum pair is in your head. You try as well, Kenya. No, Aylin. Correct. Oh, in chat. Yeah. Send it to me. Like, do it in your head and then send it to me. Leica, what do you think the factor sum pair is? Try to do it in your head. Send me your answer. You too, Joshua, Rana. I want you guys to tell me. Joshua or Jeremiah, well done. Fantastic. Correct, Romeo. Look at this talent. All these people saying that they're bad at math, showing me their talent. It's absolute nonsense. I'm bad at math. What a joke. Correct, Leica. Dacia, do you know? Those are all the possible values that multiply to make 14. But I'm asking you for the factor sum pair, Terrence. Also, this is negative 14, not positive 14. Okay, time is up. Kenya, were you able to do it in your head? Kenya, fantastic. Okay, Kenya, because you were able to do it in your head, you do not have to do this. Fantastic. Maya, are you ready, Maya? Maya Brown de la Cruz, are you alive? Going once. All right, Maya, how do I start this problem? What's the first thing that I do? How do you start factoring problems? I don't know. See, Maya, This is why we need to pay attention in class. We've been in class for 40 minutes. I've done like 5 problems. They all start in the exact same way, and you don't know how to do them. That's tragic. I don't think that's because you're dumb. Okay. So Maya, here's how you start these problems. You take your third term, and you want to figure out all the values that multiply to make that term. Do you know what I'm saying when I say a factor sum pair, Maya? Do you know anything? All right, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out all the possible factor pairs of negative 14, and I'm going to see which ones satisfy adding to negative 5. That's my plan. Are you ready? All right, let's do it. So, can you please give me 2 values that multiply to make negative 14? Seven times negative 2. Now, Maya, if positive 7 times negative 2 is one of my factors, what's another one? Negative 7 times positive 2. Okay, and let's check these and let's see if they add up to negative 5. What is 7 plus negative 2? Is that negative 5? It entered your subconscious, everyone.
I know, but it was so annoying. I was like, what on
This
earth
is-
happened?
Yeah, it's entering your subconscious. This is positive 5. So this works or doesn't work? Is 7 and negative 5 by factor sum pair? Yes or no? The 7 needs to be negative. Exactly. Well done, Maya. Okay. No, we all die. Yes, Joshua. You're thinking of extraneous values. But yes, this wouldn't kill us, but yeah. I like that you're associating that in the first place. So this does not work. Bye-bye. What about negative 7 plus 2? What does that equal? This equals negative 5. Lovely. So this multiplies to be negative 14 and adds to make negative 5. This is my factor sum pair. Negative 7, positive 2. X minus 7, x plus 2. Well done, Maya. That is how you factor. Maya, how confident are you in your math abilities? You're okay with it? Do you think that you can do this value in your head? Yeah, Raul, you're like creepily muting, or you're like creepily laughing or something. Okay, then he mutes himself. Raul, do you have anything to say for yourself? What were you doing? All right. Weird situation. Okay. Let's do it. So similar problem. Try to do it in your head. X squared minus 7x. Actually, let's do minus 3x minus 10. What is the factor sum pair? See if you can do it in your head, Maya. Correct, Andy. King. Very, very close. However, that will get you positive 3. I'm looking for negative 3. So you got to switch around your signs. Exactly. No. You switched around the order. You need to switch around your signs. Correct, Leica. Yes. X minus 5, X plus 2. Look at that, Maya. You learned how to factor in like 2 seconds. Not too bad, right? I must be the best teacher on the earth. No. Queen. Queen, I agree. No, I'm not the best teacher on the planet. It's just that, this is not that bad, right? Not hateful. All right. So there's one last type of example that I want to look at. And let's see. Actually, I think that's it. Is there one more that I want to do? Actually, let's do this. Here's the deal. I'm going to give you guys hard problems now. First one, actually, how about this? Whoever is the fastest at typing the factor sum pair in the chat for the next 3 problems, you get a homework pass on the factoring.
Yes.
On the factoring homework. You know, you're ready. The homework. Raul, stop talking about random crap.
I made a joke.
Oh. All right, here we go. X squared minus 11x plus 30 equals 0. Eowyn, Victor. Who comes in second? Let's find out. Romeo, second place. I only care about first, second, and third. Andy, third place. All right. It was Eowyn, Romeo, then Andy. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Romeo. All right, x squared plus. Actually, let's do this. Let me think of a hard one.
So, how was your day?
Plus 10x minus 39. Eowyn, first. Joshua, so close. Leica, second place. Romeo, third.
My heart started pounding.
Oh my gosh. Joshua, that was so tragic. All right. It was, who was it? Jeremiah, that's right. It was Eowyn. Then it was Leica. Then Romeo. Nice. All right. Let's see. Let's make the last one a doozy. Absolutely killing yourself, Joshua. You could have gotten a homework pass. My brain is farting. All right, let me think of a real tricky one. For all the marbles. For all the marbles. Here it is. Incorrect, Eowyn. Guys, it's on the table. All right, she got it. Correct, Leica. Correct, Romeo. All right, look at that. Eowyn. Leica. And Romeo. Here we go. Hang on. I gotta write this down. Romeo, congratulations. Leica, congratulations. And Eowyn, you guys have homework passes. You don't have to do the factoring homework. Congratulations. I haven't posted it yet, Joshua. What about you? Is this a cry for attention roll? Can I get a homework pass? It is a cry for attention. If you would like some attention, answer some questions. Okay. So what do I want you guys to do? I should get a pass because my cat ran on my keyboard. I would have gotten it correct. A likely story. So guys, what I want you to do, take the next couple seconds, or take the next, let's say 4 minutes. I want you guys, with your new knowledge, to answer the problems on this slide. Good luck.